Hello, and welcome to this video lecture. In this video, we will be talking about PS, compounded interest rates. Compound interest is the interest earned not only on the principal, but also on the interest accrued up to that point. There are three variables on an important factor needed to solve a compound interest problem. The principal amount, we can call $A, a time period of n years, and an annual interest rate of R%. From there, the last factor is whether we are compounding interest monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, or annually. Compounded annually at R%. This means that the interest is compounded once a year, so R and N will remain the same, and the formula will be A times the whole 1 plus R over 100 to the power of N. Compounded semi-annually at R%. This means that the interest is compounded twice a year, so R becomes R over 2, and N becomes 2 times N. And the formula will be A times the whole 1 plus R over 2 whole over 100 to the whole power of 2 times N is equal to A times the whole 1 plus R over 200 to the whole power of 2 times N. Compounded quarterly at R%. This means that the interest is compounded 4 times a year, so R becomes R over 4, and N becomes 4 times N, and the formula will be A times the whole 1 plus R over 4 whole over 100 to the whole power of 4 times N is equal to A times the whole 1 plus R over 400 to the whole power of 4 times N. Compounded monthly at R%. This means that interest is compounded 12 times a year. That is every month, so R becomes R over 12, and N becomes 12 times N. And the formula will be A times the whole 1 plus R over 12 whole over 100 to the whole power of 12 times N is equal to A times the whole 1 plus R over 1200 to the whole power of 12 times N. Notice the overall format of the formula is the same for each scenario, but how often the interest is compounded alters the rate and the number of periods. For example, if a person deposits $10,000 in a bank at 8% interest per year, compounded semi-annually, then balance after 6 months, compounded semi-annually means that R is 8 over 2, or 4. And 6 months only covers one period of compounding, so N equals 1. Thus, amount equals $10,000 plus $10,000 times the whole 8% over 2 equals $10,000 times the whole 1 plus 4% equals $10,000 times 1.04 equals $10,400. Balance after 1 year, compounded semi-annually, means that R is 8 over 2, or 4. Now, you've compounded interest twice, so 2 times N equals 2 times 1 equals 2. Thus, amount 10,000 times 1.04 plus 10,000 times 1.04 times 4% equals $10,000 times of 1.04 squared equals 10,816.